Hello, my name is Lynne Marshall, and I would like to introduce you to my latest book called Finding Grammie's Secrets. A black genealogist discovers the untold story behind a family legacy. I was inspired by my mother Mary's last wishes to uncover how my great-grandmother, Ella Roy Grammie Carter, had such beautiful furnishings in a mortgage-free house, and to investigate what happened to Mom's father, who seemed to disappear after 1942. I embarked on a relentless quest to discover documentation that validated the truth. The journey led me from Washington, D.C. to Alexandria, Manassas, and Tidewater counties in Virginia, to Mount Vernon and Springfield, Ohio. Nazarene University bought Columbus Delano's property in Mount Vernon in the 1960s. Guess what? This is where my family actually lived and worked, in what they called Lake Home. It's the residence of Columbus Delano and his family. And my Ella Roy, my great-grandmother Ella Roy, and her uncle Albert Roy, and his wife Alice Roy, and her parent Dell worked here as of 1880 as servants. They're listed in the census. So I'm here at what is now Nazarene College to see if I can find out why. How did they become employees of Columbus Delano, who was the United States Secretary of the Interior in around 1870 to 75, thereabouts. My family was born in Virginia. My great-grandma, Ella Roy, was born in Alexandria, Virginia, which is just a spit below Washington, D.C. Albert Roy was in a contraband camp in Fort Monroe as of 1865 and was probably born in Manassas, Virginia. So how did they hook up with Columbus Delano in the middle of Ohio, Mount Vernon, Ohio? How did that happen exactly? So that's why I'm here, to figure out if I can learn what the story is. When Columbus Delano left his political aspirations behind him, under interesting circumstances, he came back home here to his sheep ranch. He was worth a lot of money, as most politicians are, either before or after they finish their reign. And so, what did my family do? Since they're listed as servants in the household, does that automatically mean that they were maids and cooks and that sort of thing, coachmen maybe, or not? So all of this land, he had a bunch of land evidently, was for sheep farming, and he was the head of the Wool Growers Association after he left politics. This is what the house looked like in 1871 when it was built. I am indebted to the university and to former student and archivist Walter Bachman, who spent all day touring me around the Delano property and campus. Oh, it was just fantastic. This is the entryway and stairway to the second floor. Look at the tremendous workmanship. Near the top of the stairs was a modern bathroom with a flushing toilet, shower, tub, gas lights, and an early intercom system which used speaker tubes. The hall closet on the second floor, just outside the bathroom, was lined with cedar wood to keep the moths from eating the clothes. Now we come to the master bedroom. So yes. These are original. All the wood is original. Oh, in the past. Look at this.
And then she moved here, and then she moved to the third floor.
Wow.
So it's called it a promotion.
What room, type of a room do you think? Okay, so
with
like
a door there again.
A built-in.
Okay, bedroom.
Okay.
Door here.
Could have been a library or just a bedroom.
Bedroom. And original computers.
Yeah, look at this. Wow. Yep, original. And this might have been a children's room.
Could have
because
been cupboard, yes.
Because they're not as pristine as some of the other places. You know,
Right,
kids doing
they're not
crazy
as
things.
ornate and toys on the walls.
Yeah.
I haven't been upstairs.
Look
I
at
don't know
that
if I ever
dresser.
go in- Oh, Yvonne Schultz.
Yeah, she's our.
And this is a staircase where the servants probably resided. And so, well, this isn't bad on the corners here. I have long feet, so this is not so bad.
It wouldn't have been carpeted.
Oh, but they're pretty deep, unlike one of the other ones we came up.
Narrower. With, I imagine this door's original.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it is pretty steep though because of those. These walls are really tall.
Yes.
Make sure you get up here.
Oh my.
You don't take the elevator.
Oh my. Look at this. This is at the top of the building. And this looks like it could be original. Oh my gosh.
Another gas. Another
Okay.
gas pipe for lighting.
Gas pipe for lighting. Oh, what is this little
I opened that
little
door.
cubby?
Look inside. There are shelves.
Okay. Ooh.
Servants put a good.
Ooh.
Put a few clothes in there.
Oh yeah, so maybe they were able to put some clothes in there. Little.
Oh, sure. And it's not. Those are not former staff members.
I imagine my family up here on the third floor may have actually been looking out this window if they had a moment. I mused that my Ella Roy, then about 14 years of age, may have had a bedroom that looked onto the fish pond, which is on the back side of the house, period. This could have been her view on a rainy day. I don't think this wallpaper was original, but I sure do love it. Looks like bamboo. The ice house was located on the left side of the pond. You could glimpse it from the dining room downstairs, and also, I was hoping, from Ella's room upstairs on the third floor. I could not believe how dinky the kitchen was. There was hardly anything there. Oh my gosh, how did they cook all those meals? Now, it is very probable that they've remodeled, and the original kitchen may have been a lot bigger than this. That's certainly possible. So we finally made it down to the parlor where I think they received guests and probably had parties down here and special meetings. Beautiful, beautiful place. I also believe that they collected a lot of items from their travels around the world, maybe even a buffalo rug. Many thanks to Professor Timothy Radcliffe, who allowed us admittance to their archives. Now, this is where Walter used to work. He was the archivist, so he knew all about the history, and my gosh, he kept bringing out tome after tome of priceless information for me to look at. Pictures of what the Delano place looked like, 100 years ago. And I could even imagine what the seasons were like and how that might have impacted my family. So it just gave me just so much information to write about. Newspaper articles and deeds and even a research report which had information about the very first tour they gave of their new house in 1871, so I could get an idea of what it was like back then. Diana Toadchef gave me a magnificent tour of their chapel.
Made going up the steps in the middle, and then we'll have joint reefs from by the pipe organs.
That's amazing. You can get your copy of Finding Grammie Secrets from Amazon or many online booksellers. Just point at the QR code and it'll take you right to the page. I hope you enjoy.